fucking 4 hours of Joe Scarborough shouldn't be allowed in this country. and and then like Rachel Maddow, like it's schizophrenic at times. Like, yeah, I do think there should be some semblance of an idea that, look, they're kicking progressive ass right now. And if progressives don't organize their media, their think tanks and all that, it's going to continue to happen. It's chaos.
What's up, everyone? In this clip from The Weekly Show, Jon Stewart just completely clowned on Jen Psaki during this conversation, and it's hilarious. She tries to push this ridiculous take on Trump in conservative media, and Stewart, whether he meant it or not, basically laughs in her face. So let's just get into this clip. Let me show you what I'm talking about, and of course, I'll be giving you my opinion on their takes as well.
Well, I will say, broadly speaking, what I'm going to say Democrats, I'm going to say people on the left do not do that the right does very well is support within the system each other. I'm serious. Like, and what I mean by this is this, right?
Yeah.
Theo Vaughn appears on Joe Rogan's show, right? He promotes what Joe Rogan's doing, but they all promote all of the things each other are doing and what the elected officials, I guess, are doing too. And the left is a little bit more kind of discombobulated in terms of supporting the different entities on the left. There is not a left ecosystem that matches the right ecosystem.
But Ailes didn't do that either. It was the principle, the ideological principles, not the party. He and Murdoch the same way. They're promoting an ideological worldview, right? That they believe is correct. And Theo Vaughn and Joe Rogan, I think, are different animals than any of this. Like, I don't think they're part of any machine.
Yeah, Jon makes a solid point here, and he's absolutely right to push back. Psaki is lumping Rogan and Theo Vaughn into some imaginary Trump enterprise just because they don't spend all of their time bashing him. Rogan and Theo aren't political operatives. They're comedians, podcasters, guys having free-flowing conversations. Joe Rogan might be leaning a little more right these days, but Theo definitely not. And that's exactly what the left hates. The second you're not fully in lockstep with them, they throw you into the right-wing ecosystem and pretend you're part of some grand conspiracy. Of course, Stewart is seeing through the BS here. He knows Rogan and Theo are not Charlie Kirk or Ben Shapiro. They're not pushing party line politics 24/7. But Psaki, like the rest of corporate media, needs everyone in this neat little boxes. You're either approved or problematic. That's why the left struggles in alternative media. They don't allow open discussion, and I think this is just a stupid take from Psaki, to be honest.
Don't you think they're but they are still in the right wing ecosystem? Wouldn't you agree?
No, I would think they're in. No, I would consider them in a more probably libertarian comedic complex. More along the lines of and if you watch or listen to their shows, a lot of times it's just pure like goofing off.
Has nothing to do with politics, and oftentimes, but
almost entirely.
But they are supportive of the Trump enterprise, is what I mean. So maybe I'm loosely putting them in that category.
I think they are supportive, but not. They are not relentless in the Trump enterprise. Like, they are not Charlie Kirk. They are not Ben Shapiro. Like, they are very different animals. They are not invested in the shit that you get picked up and like go to the headlines of media. But on balance, that's not what their shows are about. On balance, Ailes like never took his foot off the gas. Never. It was like there was not a wasted moment. And did it still with an eye towards producing very watchable television. Right? That's missing. I think it's missing from the media is a sense of like, how many times have you heard, Jen? Our job is to call balls and strikes. And you're like, no, you're not you're Upton Sinclair. So get on it.
This is an interesting moment because Stewart is actually making a bigger point about how Fox News built itself into a dominant force. And I agree. Roger Ailes ran Fox News with a mission. There was never a second where he wasn't pushing the conservative message, and that's why Fox became a media giant. But here's the part that Psaki and the rest of the media don't want to admit. CNN and MSNBC try to do the same exact thing, and they are just bad at it. They don't lack ideology. In fact, they probably have more ideology than Fox News. The left-wing media is every bit as committed to pushing a narrative, but their problem is that people just aren't buying it anymore. I mean, look at how they covered Trump for years. Every scandal was the beginning of the end. Every accusation was going to destroy his chances forever, and yet here we are in 2025 and Trump is now president again. Meanwhile, CNN and MSNBC have been hemorrhaging viewers for years because their messaging is sloppy, reactionary, and constantly falling apart under scrutiny. The left media is built on outrage cycles and panic, and when the outrage dies down, they've got nothing left. That's what Stewart is seeing, is that the media today lacks the strategy and staying in power that aliens had. And to be honest, the corporate press is still furious that conservatives figured out how to do the media better than them. Of course, that's just my opinion. This is a quick clip. Wanted to share this with you guys. As always, I'd love to hear what you guys think in terms of the points made, by Stewart and also by Psaki. Let me know down in the comments below. Be sure to give us a like and subscribe. And of course, we'll see you guys in the next one.